Hello Sharks, my name is Janet Casperson and I am the owner of Judge's Confections. I am sure that by now, all of you have figured out that keto is not going away anytime soon. In fact, it went from being mostly unknown just a short few years ago to becoming an almost $10 billion enterprise in 2018. It is projected to reach about $16 billion by 2027. And why is this, Sharks? Is it only because it's the latest trend, or is it a fad? Is keto becoming more popular every year just because it's simply the next diet to try out, since all the others fail? Because let me tell you that according to statistics, the average adult goes on a diet 55 times throughout their lifetime. No, Sharks, keto is here to stay because it is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Most people start a diet not only to lose weight, but to feel better and regain their health and their confidence. Have you heard of Dr. Jason Fung? He is a kidney specialist and a leading expert in nutrition and fasting. He says that, and I quote, "Diets fail because they are unsustainable," end quote. Reducing the amount of calories every time we plateau will signal our bodies to store everything we eat. Dieting keeps our insulin levels high and constant. When we pair these two, we not only gain weight, but we also become very unhealthy. But keto is all about breaking the cycle and making the right choices to bring out the healthiest, happiest you for good. Let me explain. Many people have heard of keto, but not everyone knows the countless benefits, such as reduced insulin levels. And let me be the nerd here and explain to you that insulin is a hormone that tells our body to store fat, and also the link to most diseases like degenerative, systemic inflammatory, autoimmune, autism, allergies, mental disorders, etc., etc., etc. The list is endless. The word ketogenic comes from ketones. These are bodies that our liver produces when all of the glucose or sugar is depleted from our bodies. Ketones promote autophagy, which is a new word that refers to the renewal and the recycling of cells. So think longevity. They also reduce inflammation. They boost our immune system and our metabolism. They restore our gut flora and hormonal balance, increase energy, balance our pH levels, and for some, this is the most important part of all. They make our bodies use all that unwanted extra fat that we're carrying around as fuel. So you must be thinking, what are you waiting for, Janet? Sign me up, right? Well, unfortunately, there is one problem. Most people who start either low carb or keto give up within the first few weeks, mainly because they fell off the bandwagon and they find it extremely difficult to cope with cravings. If the products that are already in the market actually contain the right ingredients, this wouldn't be so impossible to maintain. But those products actually contain huge amounts of sugar alcohols, mainly in the form of maltitol or xylitol or both. And they also contain artificial sweeteners. And bad news, Sharks, but sugar alcohols and artificial sweeteners spike your insulin almost as regular carbohydrates do, which not only kicks you out of ketosis, but also make you crave more and more sweets. So the cycle really never ends. And by the time you realize it, you've eaten a whole box of cookies, a family-sized bag of Cheetos, and that chocolate bar that you were saving for emergencies. True story. But don't look so sad, Sharks. Not everything is lost. I am also the bearer of great news. I have created a product specifically to nourish you and provide you just the right amount of sweetness to keep you on track and without the insulin spike. Meet my Keto Fat Bonbons. Made with organic, wholesome ingredients, these confections are not only delicious, but very satisfying. They are packed full of flavor, good fats such as coconut and avocado oils, chia, flax, and other seeds, pea protein, and nuts, all of which also provide fiber, other micronutrients, as well as an additional booster protein. They come in 8 different flavors that can be enjoyed as a meal replacement, as a dessert, or as a snack when you're feeling, just the cravings are starting to kick in. They come in packs of 6 or 12, and they can either be refrigerated or frozen. But with your health, Sharks, we can make them shelf stable and kick those unhealthy bars off to the curb. These are sweetened mainly with stevia, chicory root, and monk fruit. None of these sweeteners have an impact on insulin. So please, sharks, rest assured that you'll remain in ketosis and also guilt-free. They are naturally vegan and gluten-free, and we also offer nut-free options. I have been making these out of my kitchen for the last 6 months, and I've been selling them online, but I cannot keep up with the demand. I not only need a much bigger kitchen, I need a whole factory and many, many, many pairs of hands to bring them to full production. Now, sharks, I am asking for $200,000 for a 12% stake in my company. Now, who wants to join me in getting a big fat slice of that $15 billion cake and make life even sweeter?